Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Yes, it's quick round to that time of the day already. Tuesday afternoon. Welcome to Hannah Zwartz. Hi, Hannah.
Oh, kia ora, Tanya.
What are we talking about today in the garden?
Well, it is planting season, so it's a really good time of year to take advantage of all this rain and save yourself some watering. The soil is still reasonably warm because it takes longer for the soil to cool down than the air, even though it is definitely getting chillier. If you plant now, your plants can get their roots well established by the time next summer comes around and save yourself some watering. So what I've been doing on quite a few jobs is just looking at where there might be gaps in shelter, because you also want to keep out those cold winds for humans as well as for your plants.
Biting southerlies.
Yeah. The southerlies and nor'west are coming off the sea. So I've been doing quite a few shelter plantings, and things that grow really well locally are, do you know Grizzlinia?
Does it have a little wee flower on it?
It's a strange name. You wouldn't notice the flower. It's light green, big shiny leaves. It's nice and glossy, and it makes a really good hedge. You can prune it into a hedge.
I think you told me about that last year, and now I've got a visual in my mind.
Yeah.
The big shiny leaves, I remember.
Yeah, it's also called akapuka. And even the normal puka, the other puka, grows well in the wind. Well, you wouldn't want harsh winds for the puka, but the akapuka is very tough, and it still manages to look sort of glossy and glamorous even in quite harsh conditions. Doesn't go all sort of dull and ratty like some plants do. So that's a really good one for shelter. Manuka is lovely because the wind will sort of shape it into those windswept type shapes. It looks like someone's been pruning it, but it's just the wind.
It's just sort of swished off to the side.
Yeah.
A comb over.
In fact, if you're not sure where the main winds come from at your house, just look at the trees around and they will tell you, because if they're on a lean, then that's the way the main wind is coming from. Yeah.
So I see on your list here you've got kowhai as well. Is kowhai all right in the wind?
Kowhai is surprisingly tough. I was just out on Mana Island in the weekend, and that's pretty rugged up there, and they were growing really well out in the windy spots.
Oh, I just think with their beautiful little pretty yellow flowers that they'll drop everywhere.
Well, maybe. They're good to combine into a hedge. Okay. And like you say, they attract the birds, which is really good.
Yeah, we need to be thinking about planting for the birds as winter comes along as well.
Yeah, we might talk a bit more about that tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Hannah.
Kia ora.
106.3 Beach FM.